sights to show you. God, I love Hellraiser! Don't you love Hellraiser?
I do love Hellraiser.
So good! Pinhead is one of the greatest monster designs ever.
It is. Clive Barker, pretty smart guy sometimes.
Yeah. Like, the entire Cenobite library of Badgeons. They got a little ridiculous towards, 4 with, CD head and everything. But the first Hellraiser, the fact that Pinhead really isn't in it that much is awesome.
It's like the first Child's Play. You don't see him a lot.
Yeah. But it's not even really about him.
No.
The second one, focuses on the Cenobites and Hellraiser because people lost their minds over him in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But, the first Hellraiser, it's got a cool story behind it, with Frank and Julia, which is great. Their cool dynamic and how she's trying to revive him. You've got this little mystery toy box that's floating around in this universe, and all the things that come with it, unleashing hell upon the world. And Pinhead isn't the devil, but he's, his hell is, he wants to be there, he loves it, and all the things that... oh, it's so good!
It is good.
It's amazing. It's got some great gore effects, even for back in the day, because they were practical. They had to find ways to actually do this. Like, Frank, with no skin, in the suit, is awesome!
I know.
It's so good! And they have peaks and valleys when it comes to the sequels. Some of them are good, some of them are trash.
Some of them are really bad.
The one that was in space, Bloodlines, is actually pretty good.
I saw that one. I didn't mind that, actually.
Like, the giant lament configuration in space.
Yeah.
And, just the fact that the bloody MacGuffin is called the lament configuration is awesome.
I know.
It is so good.
Funny enough... I refused to watch them movies for, most of my life. I only watched them a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Because when I was small, Pinhead kind of scared me.
He's a pretty scary-looking dude.
He was a scary-looking... He had pins in his head. Yeah. That scared me a little bit. So I always refused to watch it because I just thought I'd have super terrible nightmares. But then I did, and I'm like, these movies are awesome.
Yeah.
So...
They've basically pillaged the Hellraiser franchise the last couple of years because they need to keep making them for licensing rights.
He's refused to have anything to do with the last,
and they got some new guy in, and they're just trash. They're handheld versions of it. They're just garbage. But the original Hellraiser 2 is awesome. Bloodlines is really good.
3 wasn't terrible.
3 was okay, yeah.
But after that,
I can't remember which one is in, but if you look at the back of the case or read the wiki on it, and it says Pillar of Souls... Yeah. You're in for a good time. If anything that you're making has these cool artifacts or anything, especially lament configuration and Pillar of Souls, this is quality horror we're talking about here. They're camp, they're cheesy, but they're also fun to watch. They're gory, and they toss in some nudity every once in a while, which is what you want out of your horror movies.
That's right.
So
obligatory nudity.
Yeah, definitely check out the Hellraisers. Stop at around 4, and you'll have a good time with them. So
I agree.
Hellraiser, Pinhead, fantastic. We will tear your soul apart.